My name is Rhapsody, I need more harpies. Welcome back to Against the Storm. We're taking 2 harpies, 1 part, 2 coats, and a beaver. Welcome. Welcome to hell. We are here in a cursed royal woodland. We have a lot of stuff set up very effectively. We have a small farm down here that is going to be capable of producing a bunch of grain for everyone to eat, as well as to produce into some of their favorite products, including biscuits and ale. We've got perks that are pushing in that general direction as well. We have dye extractor for getting pigment from making insects. That pigment could make us cleanliness, which would give the harpies a service, or that pigment could make scrolls, which would give the beavers and harpies a wee bit of a service boost in being educated. Alright, have I got enough spark to you? Almost. Yeah, they're about to deliver almost enough spark to you to complete this event out here. Also, new cornerstone for us. Calming the forest. Every 2 newly completed dangerous or forbidden glade events lowers hostility by 50. Mushroom seedlings. All farms can plant mushrooms on farm fields during drizzle season. Deserted caravans, global production is 50% faster, but trading is unavailable, or smuggler's visit. A shady character appeals in your settlement. You can choose 1 blueprint from all unlocked blueprints. That 1 blueprint from all unlocked blueprints is really, really spicy. I'm having a real tough time even considering turning that down. I'm going to quickly move our crude workstation, as well as our makeshift post, so that I can get a better position for our leather worker, which is going to be providing a fundamental material in, possibly eventually, the water skins at the best rate I'll have access to them, but definitely fabric at the best rate I'll have access to that. So I can now tell the crude workstation to refund all fabric materials that it's ever held. You are now only suitable for bricks. Then the ranch. I want you to trade meat, or rather grain for meat at reasonable times and reasonable rates when it's appropriate. I don't think you need to do that right now, though. But I do want to turn, I believe, all of my plant fiber and reeds. Probably not all of the vegetables, though. Into leather. Better used for water skins, but also just more multiple. We get 2 plant fiber, gives us 4 leather in return. This is important, but I don't think I need to do it very quickly, so I think I only need 1 of you in there. I don't really think I need these mushrooms much at all, unfortunately. So what am I really looking for right now, right? It's... Does anywhere make biscuits as well as something else very important to us? And in fact, can I even really construct biscuits at the moment? I'm pretty sure that I can. But let's check. Apothecary. Yeah, biscuits require roots, herbs, or berries in addition to the flour. Cosmetics is not difficult. We can make eggs in the ranch, and we already have pigments from insects. Oh, wow. Roots are going to be difficult for us. We get roots from cutting down trees. I guess I kind of do need another woodcutter, but I've got to tell y'all to stop eating roots. You can eat insects, that's fine. You can eat the meat, you can eat the vegetables, you can eat the eggs, all that's okay. Just Don't eat the roots if you can avoid it. Alright. Never mind, that'll probably turn out fine, I think. Oh boy. I also need some more woodcutters again. Let's get the two of you out of the blight posts. Well done. You prevented Armageddon. Do I want the smuggler's visit right now? I'm worried. I don't think it solves anything for us yet. Yeah. I'm gonna hold off and make that choice later. Let's calm this spirit. And Ghost Chest has 25 pigment, has gained 20 pottery every time you discover a new glade, 30 coal, and 30 biscuits in. Wow. Love to see it. I'm going to take both of you out of the rain collectors. That's in fact why I wanted to get this done as early as I could. Problem Solver is now complete also, giving us 6 more simple tools, another reputation point for another blueprint, 3 villages, as well as 10 planks. It's possible that right now we get the building that I'm looking for. It's not lumber mill. It's not manufacturing. Is it Tinkerer? Crystallized yew, copper bar house. Copper isn't super common in this world. I almost think I don't want any of these. The closest might be manufacturing for the ability to actually produce pigment as well as packs of provisions at a better rate. Sure, I'll take the manufactory there. Build a trading post. Still haven't done that year 4. Well. You need to be built. I wish I had more people to do this stuff. Because I need to keep cutting down trees, but I can't afford people to cut down trees. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to claim some people. You know what? Only beavers cut down trees. Doodah, doodah. Only beavers cut down trees. Doodah, doodah. I have space for 4 more houses for harpies. So let's erect some of those. When I say 4 more houses for harpies, what I mean is 2 more houses for harpies. Okay. 1 go here, 1 go here. And that should set us up. So that'll also get the next level of encampment for us. Ghosts are idle. They're idle in the ghost chest. Investigate it, please. Take 30 seconds to do so, but you'll bring him back. A new small hearth available. Will be staffed by a human. Makeshift post doesn't need anything from us at the moment. Doesn't have anything from us at the moment. The crude workstation still has a claim. Don't need anything from that. I mean, the supplier... I'm full up on planks at the moment, but I am going to be using those while I'm constructing all of these still. Leather worker, I've got fabric. I've got some clay in deposit. I think it's time to get a trapper's camp up. For insect production to be consistent. Because that's where I get my pigment from. All of this is late game stuff that's not relevant to me right now. Ugh. I may just need the smuggler's visit. I can produce flour, but I can't produce biscuits. Biscuits will use roots, of which I have some right now. What about the ranch? I'm using eggs for cosmetics after the fact. Again, all of that is late game. But things are going wrong now. I do need more soil, that's one thing. I still desperately need to expand. I need to find more people. I just need more time to go past still as well. Everything that I need is not resolved by any of these, is the deep problem in my heart. I don't want to reroll because they are powerful though. Smuggler's Visit. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it and query forever how I best use it. Sehilda has arrived. Welcome. I mean, the plantation would help us get some berries, but that's not really a good idea for me at this point. I don't think I need anything from you specifically, Sehilda. And I don't think you'll buy anything from me at a reasonable rate right now. But trade routes have opened. Meat to the smoldering city, as well as sea marrow. I can collect sea marrow if I need to. It's the only thing I would have the ability to ship out at the moment. There go those extra houses. Now that people are also actually eating the biscuits, we're getting decent resolve across the board. Value of goods sold is going to spike in a single instance when a bunch of things are shipped across with provisions. I can make the manufactory relatively soon. So let's do it. That would be a fine location for you. Requires 2 fabric that I don't currently have, and that is the only thing that I still make here. 2 fabric. I'll tell only 1 person to make it, because otherwise I'm going to end up with 4 fabric there. We've been farming for a while. We still haven't had grain bags get a single trigger. Oh, man. That's taking a while. Maybe a little too long. Okay. Crude workstation, you are finalized now, and in fact, the fabric is already coming out here to produce the manufactory. Wait. Oh, I did get better fabric production online. I already have the leather worker. I don't need the crude workstation literally ever, but I can't destroy it yet because I started making stuff in it. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Welcome. Small encampment gives me a couple more people. There's also more soil up here for another small farm. Immediately try and fill that. I'm gonna throw humans back into woodcutter camps in order to clear just a little bit up here. Try and make this a easier part of the map to interface with consistently. And now the manufactory is online, we can get packs of provisions. I mean, I think insects are probably going to be the easiest thing. I should also make sure that the ranch is stacked with people. Currently, I'm using only the plant fiber and reed in order to make leather. which I will make my lower priority. But other than that, use the grain to make meat up to a maximum of 50 on board at any one time. And then I think I will actually be able to tell the manufacturers out here to use meat. New orders have arrived. Bling bling. 75 amber. You want 75 amber from me? I have no money. In the next 6 minutes and 30 seconds in order to get +5 to pie production, which only one person here likes, and +5 to jerky production. Those would be good, but like, if I had the lizard instead of the beaver, this would be ridiculous. Unfortunately, I do not. Charity fair or good friends. Reach standing level 2 with 3 settlements on trade routes. There are only 3 settlements right now that I can trade with, if I recall. Which would make getting standing level pretty difficult. I'm already incentivized to take the market. I'm gonna take charity fair rather. Now, actual provisions have not yet been completed or delivered. But as soon as they are, I want to see what I could get. As for our blight rot, not that high. When the rain collector's not being used, it's not too unwieldy. More farm fields in this area. And a couple more people actually working the small farm as well. Okay. Only got 1 beaver free to do other things at the moment. Eventually I do need to explore the rest of that deposit. What do I have too much of at the moment, if anything? Leather, but we're already bounded to a maximum of 50 leather, actually, please, at any one time. Once we have a second ranch, maybe I'll consider a limit more like 100. Grain's fine. Obviously, I want to make as much of that as possible. I'm completely out of fabric, so I'm going to be caught flat-footed if anyone asks for fabric suddenly. But obviously, I should only be making it out of leather at this point. Storm begins. So, with the storm rolling in... I mean, first off, I was supposed to ship things before this started. Oops. However... I mean, I have... Yeah, I have three shipments I can attempt to fulfill. That's all I really want to do right now to actually increase my relationship with a couple of different towns. Especially because we're going for standing level. Okay, great. Arts resistance being decreased by 200. That wouldn't be enough to prevent or cause a problem, rather. I still need pretty much everyone woodcutting at the moment. Beavers and harpies. I mean, I'd love to make a beaver and a harpy house over here if I can. But is it realistic? Beaver house, go there. Harpy house, go there. Not especially realistic right now. Let's get a harpy into the leather worker so that I can start making some fabric. Yeah. Unfortunately, we've got negative resolve on the harpy as well as 0 resolve at all on the beaver. Around this hearth, we have 18 people. I know I'm still holding on to the choose new building blueprint, but There's nothing I really want to do with it right now. I can't sustainably produce biscuits. I can't... Well, I mean, I guess I could sustainably produce clothing for humans and beavers at the same time, maybe. Especially now that I have fabric production online. But it feels like I want to take the perfect building that serves multiple different masters at the same time. Which to me right now seems like it'd be the apothecary. And then trying to work around that. So that's biscuits and it's cosmetics. I'm doing it. Heck, I'll even put it down on the field. Boldly. You know you'll use eggs always, as well as pigment in order to make any cosmetics you need. Never making incense. Biscuits would be made out of flour and roots. You know, I think I might actually option into freeing up a couple of folks from woodcutter camps at this point. That's not enough to lower the hostility at the moment, unfortunately. Fine, I guess I will take one more. But now having done so, I'm gonna try and shuffle people around appropriately for the supplier. So I want cloth workers in here. I don't think those two of you are necessary in there anymore. So 2 harpies go into the cloth worker in order to make planks, but they're going to prioritize making flour first. And you're going to make flour until you have a total of 30, because you will make 30 in a single instance among each and every one of you. You will prioritize it first, and then you'll move on to making the planks. And you'll end up making a decent amount of planks, and it'll be fine. Good. Then I also have 3 other humans and 1 beaver who are not currently employed. There we go. That'll give some jobs to them. I mean, also we do have the apothecary out here that they've got to get to work on also. Should make sure to check our trade routes, just in case any of these are now fulfillable for us. They are not. And they haven't changed either. Or have they? I don't think jerky was being asked for previously, but I may just have not acknowledged it because it was the thing I knew that I couldn't fulfill. Spark 2 from the rain collector. No longer necessary here. Okay. Welcome on in, new people. Ooh, it's a lot of new people. Thank heck. I'm gonna take the beavers because I still need beavers really, really badly. I'm also really good at making beaver houses. Slight extra push in their direction. But yeah, now I have 2 fully wood stacked camps for beavers. Yeah, and the rest of those are going to get cleared out as well. Cornerstone comes up for giant vegetables, +2 to vegetable production. That's really good for the small farm if I use it to make vegetables, but the only problem is I really don't want to use it to make vegetables, if I can avoid it. Safe haven. -40 hostility for every hub upgraded to the level of neighborhood or higher. There's also 20 reed and 20 clay for each discovered glade, or gain 10 amber every time a trader arrives. I'm going to take gain 10 amber every time a trader arrives rather than paying instead. Well, I mean, I'm not paying them 10 amber when they arrive, but it's the balance in my direction. Hey, this pack of crops, though, if I can create these out of shrooms... Let me make until I've got 20 of them. so I can hand in a mission here. Ooh, I'll tell you all to stop planting vegetables up there as well. Only grain, please. Apparently it's planks that are blocking us, but that's because the flour production has been blocking plank production for a while here. Especially because I'm not gonna let them use roots at all, because roots need to be used for making the... Where's the apothecary that I already have down? Oh, this one. Yeah. Roots need to be used for making the biscuits. And I will let you make up to 100 biscuits at any one time. Everyone here likes biscuits. As soon as I have biscuits online and reproducibly online, I can turn off all base food consumption. Everyone will always prefer a biscuit. Okay, 2 of you in the apothecary, and go for it. It's about time everyone eats well. Moving that out to another area as well. Nice. Sir Renwald Redmayne has arrived. Sir Renwald Redmayne is offering the monastery for 22. The forum for 20. What? Okay. Yeah, whatever you want, buddy. So the monastery would be a decrease of 100 hostility just by staffing it. It would also have the ability to provide leisure and religion to our people, but realistically, it's the forum we want, where humans and beavers can get drunk, and beavers and harpies can get smart. By that much. Let's put 2 amber in here. There we go. We can drop a pack of provisos out of there. How do we give you 1 more? There we go. 1 copper ore. We'll tie this up. I will take the forum. As for... Where does our brick production take place again? I didn't... Our best brick production is in the crude workstation. I thought I could destroy the crude workstation. Nope. Still using it. Unfortunately, yeah, the pack of crops is now difficult for us to construct. Yeah, we'll come back to it later, I guess. I'd rather not waste all of our roots. And by rather not, I mean, I cannot. If I do that, I will lose. Let's put down a BB house over here. Although I am also about to put down a forum. So maybe I want more folk housed here. Forum's probably going to go directly next to the hearth if possible after the harpies are complete with this final mushroom. We're also in a new season, so packs of provisions are back online for sales. Vegetables, I would usually have the ability to sell you a bunch there. Pigment. Could establish a little bit of a relationship there. Biscuits. I could continue my relationship with Eloisium. There's the Aladi can complete their relationship with 1 simple tool. Smoldering city with 11 planks. Sure. These biscuits have to be coming up now, right? Yeah. High level of corruption up also, so I know that it's time to use our blight posts. which is best staffed by non-humans, but don't have any available, so humans will do. And make up to a total of 10 at any one time, because it seems like you're probably going to need them by then. Okay, so the biscuits are being delivered now. Finally. And we have access to selling some of them. I'm not selling them for the price. I'm just selling them to increase the relationship again. So Aladi, Smoldering, and Eloisium are all going to have a level 1 relationship with us. The ranch is definitely a large amount of the consumption of our grain at the moment. Yeah, in fact, I'm entirely out of flour because of it. Come on, when am I going to get my +1 to grain bags? Ah. Didn't I choose an order around the fact that it was going to give me +1 to grain production? I did, it's agriculture. I need 8 more packs of crops to do it. 8 more packs of crops would be 4 more lots, so it's 24 roots that I have to spend on that. I really don't want to have to do that. Not yet. Finally, booming economy is done. Making connections is also done at the same time. We can get 2 reputation, which will give me enough to get 1 Forsaken Altar activation as well as a blueprint reward. We get 10 amber, 2 people, 1 reputation as well as 20 oil, and then 20 more amber, 2 wildfire essences, 5 parts, and another reputation. Rainmill, Forester's Hut, Weaver, and Alchemist's Hut. This is kind of difficult, actually. So Forester's Hut would give me crystallized dew production. I could also have crystallized dew production through the Alchemist's Hut, though it would require clay as well as also insects, and spark dew, and time. This would also give me the ability to make wine, though. In case I desperately want that on board at any point in the future. 1 better to our flour production through the rain mill. Instead of 7 grain, it uses 5. It's surely more effective. It can be starved most effectively by humans as well as engineers. I don't think I need it to the degree that I think I can afford to reroll. Smithy, Cooperage, Monastery, and Guildhouse. So Guildhouse is obviously now an option as well, with the ability to give us +1 to Global Resolve and retroactively for every 60 amber worth of goods that we've sold, as well as giving us traders every, well, twice as often, 50% faster. Smithy has the ability to make coats, which is its main real draw for me right now. Also has the ability in a pinch to make simple tools if I get the tools that make simple tools. I think I'm gonna take the Smithy. I think I need those coats. I think I'm really underestimating how valuable those coats would be for us. Please, make up until there's 100 coats, and fabric, you make up until there's 50. Great. I'm also very quickly going to Make those buildings look like they're joined together a wee bit more. Giving myself enough decorations over here to give us the next hub level. Also, the forum has not yet gone down because we haven't completed this mushroom. Come on. 1 shard left. Yeah, I know I could move this to a different mushroom at this point, but I do not want to. That's all of the bricks I'm capable of creating at the moment. That's fine, although I don't think that's enough bricks to make the forum. Yeah, we need 6 more bricks. One of the solutions is definitely getting some stone marrow down there. Some bone marrow. Sea marrow. And there's stone inside. Let's put 2 humans in the stonecutter's camp at the moment, though. Just collect the rest of this clay. Also, that'll free up some space for us. It'd be nice there. I can also set up the rest of the decorations that we are going to need to exploit here. Let's go with 1 more human house in this area to complete our 20. And then just a glut of parks. Four free workers roaming about at the moment. We are now in the storm. Couple things that we can try and sell off. Some fabric for good money. That's really good money for fabric. Also looks like eggs would go for good money right now. Fabric and eggs, eh? Let's actually prioritize producing some of those in order to get better outcomes. Playing with fire for copper bar production. There is copper effectively on this map, apparently. Cut through the forest to discover 3 dangerous or forbidden glades. I'm going to take that. I think it's more likely I end up completing it than the alternative. Let's get 3 of you here in the manufactory. And please make for me packs of provisions. Up until the total of 50 would be actually fine with me. Oh no. Cloudburst activated. Yep. So everyone's just going to have that huge negative here. I'm not going to be able to remove it from them. I'm going to sacrifice 1 stack of wood and take 1 woodcutter off the job. The light post is going to get restocked. And I guess I'm just going to have to hope that I can favor juggle the harpies through the next season. I'm sure it'll work out. There we go. Harpies are happy, but everyone else isn't. Thankfully, we aren't going to be losing anyone to the hearth. Oh wow, the beavers almost weren't happy enough by the end of the season for us to get across the line, but there we did. End of the storm. I am now going to remove our sacrifice. Everyone's happy, healthy, and comfortable here on the other side of that storm. Let's put 1 of the beavers into the smithy in order to start making those coats. Our blueprints give us prosperous settlement, +1 to global resolve every time you sell goods worth 40 amber. I'm not even going to look at any of the other ones. I know this to be the direction I need to go now. Grain and stone. Yep. I'll take the grain and stone because it gives me another beaver. They can immediately go into a woodcutter's camp. The Oh no, the storm ended! I didn't even sell the things in... Ah! Damn! They would have been really good. But... well, let's try and continue increasing our trade relationships here. I'm going to do it at very basic levels and get a small amount of money. I do want this trapper's camp to actually be online at some point. It was one of my early priorities and I haven't really utilized it much at all. It would be a source of a huge amount of pigment for us. How goes our biscuit creation? Flour, roots, they're at reasonable rates. We're getting more flour. We have some grain on hand. Don't use flour to make them. And I'm going to go to consumption control and tell everyone, hey, no raw food for anyone. That's all now for me to fulfill other things. Two of you go and finish that mission, please. Stonecutter has nothing nearby, that's fine. You were only operating initially in order to get enough stone to make enough brick in order to make the forum in the first place. So we should now have the ability to do that, and we do. Looks like I'm also burning some of the oil at this point, actually. Decent plank production. Flour's reasonable right now as well. I'm going to lift the limit on the flour up to a total of 100. It's just a very, very useful thing. So what's happened? We're one short of being able to create just using the mushrooms and the vegetables here. So take enough roots in order to make... Actually, hang on. Yeah, take enough roots in order to make one pack. And then we will have our 20, right? Yeah, 2 already created. Great. I just don't want them to hold roots as what they're using to make that for long, because then they will start screwing up and all my roots will be gone. And those are very important to me right now. I don't need water skins for anything just yet. Sure. Let's take some harpies. Also, looks like packs of provisions are super online. Clay would be accepted, but water skins are also selling reasonably well at the moment. So, fine, I will restock the supplier and attempt to make some water skins so that I have some on hand for trade. Ooh, right. I should also try and make sure that we get a couple more people homes. Okay. That's the position we're looking for. Because now I can go 1 human home here, 1 here, 1 here. Great. Then I'm looking for housing still for a harpy and a beaver. I'm gonna move this harpy house and put another next to it. which I guess I will have to move in the future as well. That's fine. And one beaver house to the south. Finally even managing to connect these realms. I do need more free workers at the moment as well. Okay, y'all in the manufactory can certainly come out. Are water skins even going to come up in time? And if so, how many? Looks like we suddenly got 20 of them at a time. Oh, 30 of them at a time. They duped. But I don't think I'm going to get significantly more than that before the end of the season. Agriculture is now complete, so I can get my next 4 people, as well as another +1 to grain production, 8 parts, and another reputation. A blueprint is unlocked for us, giving us artisan, tinkerer, weaver, or rain mill. Yeah, a lot of these are very familiar, unfortunately. Rain mill's the only one that's slightly valuable on here. I've got to re-roll. Workshop would just be brick production, but I don't need bricks badly enough to justify just taking a workshop by itself, I think. Stamping mill is pottery from clay, which I don't really care about right now. Clothier is the best coat production in the game, but I already have coat production online. I'm gonna roll again. I'm gonna be real picky. The press. So the press is the best oil production, and I can use meat to make that oil. That's fuel. I'm taking the press. I almost never, but I think this is right now. Turn all of those off. You may use meat in order to make oil, up to a total of 100 at any one period of time. 16 already in the crude workstation. Actually, I've got to remember, this press can't go here. In fact, that is where the forum's going. All right. Season's almost over. There's definitely not enough time to finish those productions and then deliver them over. So, sure, I will sell you 24 water skins for 10. I'm not going to be able to make the oil in time, certainly. I have enough amber to increase my relationship with Eloisium here. Excellent. Yeah, if you'll buy roots, I will sell you enough just to slightly increase relationship. And also, unfortunately, there is not anything I can ship over to Aladi at the moment. Oh, baby. Everyone being housed and everyone suddenly having +3 to resolve, and suddenly clothing is online consistently, and suddenly biscuits are online consistently. All of those aligning right now will make everything incredible for us. It's a whole new day. I also need one more beaver home. And sure, I'll just put that right there. Yeah. Oh, right, of course we've run out of oil at this point for the water. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't need any more water skins anymore, unless anyone's about to trade for them. No. Coats are doing reasonably, but I can sell 34 leather for 12 here. And get some leather back. I don't need much leather at the moment. I might need to take one of you out of the ranch. I feel constantly behind on grain. Like, I feel like I'm focusing on it so heavily, but I'm still barely getting any. Do I need to expand into another location? Is that what I've now run up against? I'm so slow on this map. I'm playing way too slow. I'm terrified of every choice is what's happening. You know when, we wear the clothes too quickly. So I'm gonna have to get a second in the smithy there for us. It's a bunch of routes that I can't do at the moment. Smeltering City would accept planks though. So tagging planks back on, which we already have obviously. I'm gonna give planks priority over flour, but I do want the flour production to come online as soon as it can. I don't need more than 25 planks at a time. Another person out of the ranch, unfortunately. We've got to start getting a bunch of grain real... Yeah, there it is. I mean... I think I should just go back to it then. Meat and leather production in parallel. Ought to be good enough. Next trader is in 10 seconds. Still no routes I can do. Welcome, Sergio. Mushroom production increases by +1 for every 25 times it's produced. Kind of annoyingly, that might actually be even better grain production for me than grain production is right now. Because there's 20 charges of mushrooms in this area. In 3 different allotments. If there's like mushrooms anywhere else on the map, that's way more efficient for me. Mushrooms are collected with a herbalist camp. I don't have the second level of herbalist camp. Okay, so it's actually worse. Also want to copper ore production. We generate copper ore on this map occasionally, apparently, but not in any way known to me. There's the Alchemist's Hut for the Crystallized Dew, or Storm Shield, negative 15% of the storm duration. That seems pretty impactful. I'm gonna take that Storm Shield. I'm also gonna take $9 worth of bricks from you. Beauty. Should help us along a little bit here, especially considering our production is pretty bad. Yeah, so we're now being told that we don't have the flour to create anymore. That's okay. Makes sense to me. Maybe I should get a second supplier, one that only operates with flour. The other one only operating with planks. I don't know if that's 100% required just yet. Aha, everyone's housed again. Storm is just about to start, though. Let's get 3 of you in the forum, 1 more in the leather worker to upkeep our fabric production. I'm not making enough leather from this one ranch right now. I need a second ranch, but I'm just not making enough grain. Why? Why must you be so bad at making grain? I legitimately think my only choice right now is starting a third farm, and I think that can only occur by opening a new location. I can't open a new location right now, so instead I will settle for... Wait, where's my second woodcutter's camp? Oh, there you are, buddy. Instead, I will settle for opening everything but the final tree on 2 different locations. Storm has begun. So it's about to cloudburst us. Once the effect activates, every villager in our settlement will take 1 coat from the warehouse. If we can't provide the goods, we get -6 global resolve. So I do want to avoid that. That's above hostility 3. So I would have to sacrifice a lot of wood to kind of actually avoid that. Is the Black Post required for us right now? No, it's not. Ancient Hearth is not going to kill us in this season, but I think it's probably still appropriate to burn them down if I can. I'm going to take a couple of people off of woodcutting. How much hostility from each of these? So we've got 4 woodcutters at the moment, 96, so it's 24 apiece. So if I remove 2 more, we're now 49. And if I sacrifice 1 stack of wood, we're down below stage 3. So that'll prevent Cloudburst from activating. Oh, leakage is going to activate in this season, so we are going to have decreased resistance for the Hearth, which is going to make the Hearth vulnerable. So I'm very glad that we've managed to avoid that. Also, I do have Sea Marrow finally, so I have the ability to speed up event resolution in Glades. Yep. Feel free to tell me about the high-level corruption. I'm already dealing with it. Now that planks are up, flour is starting to come up, so as soon as that flour is delivered, I can get more people back in the apothecary. Also got to look at my trade routes that we could fulfill at the moment. I keep forgetting to actually come and look at these. I just have enough to fulfill the smoldering city, so absolutely. Oh, biscuits! I can't believe biscuits are selling so well and I don't have the ability to actually take advantage. Gah. I'm gonna sell all 8 of my simple tools right now for 16 amber in return. I think that's just a good trade. I think that's just a good deal. Packs of revisions, we have 40 of them on hand. I don't need to get any more of those right now. Next season. Oh, thank heck, the ability to start selling some of our parts. Smoldering City will also accept water skins, flour for Elysium. I can sell 5 parts and 15 packs of provisions for 20 amber, considering how many times I've, like, lined myself up for getting parts as rewards. I've been waiting for the opportunity to actually get some of them out. Now, I also got oil production at some point, if I recall correctly. Yes, I did indeed, but then I didn't place it. Or rather, I placed it, I picked it back up and moved it away immediately. Let's use the press to create some oil. Advanced fuel. All fuel recipes are 33% faster. Reinforced tools! This is what I'm looking for! Plus 50% to the amount of goods produced in the small farm. Thank you! My gosh, was that overdue? Oh, it's gonna be so helpful. Yeah, a bunch of engineers in the press, if you will. Wow, we are barely keeping up on fabric production there. I'm gonna take these 2 people out of the stonecutters camps at this point. I kind of want more people on woodcutting, but I do really want the beavers. Actually, the beavers don't need the resolve from being in the press. The beavers, yeah, want better production more than anything else. So the press can easily have humans instead. Speaking of having humans, humans are significantly worse than harpies in the Blight Post. So if I can free up any harpies, I would love to. I may not be able to free up any harpies, though. Well, it's next best to just do the thing. Oh, that's where all of my harpies are, in the Blight Post. Well, yeah, stay here until you've made 10 of the Purging Fires, and then you may move away. More people have arrived. Alright. I'll take the left side of that one. I'll let you use berries and roots making those biscuits, just in case I run out at any point. I've also been sacrificing extra wood for a while here, as it turns out. Oops. Flour. I want to make up to amount of that. Oil. Don't know if it's likely I have either of both of those active at the same time. One of you in here for upkeep is probably enough. Can't believe how good this opening was. Just to immediately be abandoned. How's our primary half is 22, secondary half, I mean, yeah. You've got 2 excess people, you've got 2 excess people. I have 3 people unhoused. I have 7 people right now, excess to requirement in different areas. With 1 more person, I would be able to make another half down here for global bonus +3 resolve. Or up here. Yeah. Not even an awful position for it. Good way to justify putting a warehouse up here really early on as well. That said, all of that said, in fact, where we're really about to get a bunch of direction is as soon as I cut into one of these glades, so I can actually see what's going on. Are insects really helping me right now? No, I'm not using them for much. I'm trying to make sure that I don't just put down camps to gather things just because they're there. Rather, I put things down to gather things because I need them. Just gonna put down a garden and park. Make this very simple on myself. Or 3, 4. So I need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and sure, I'll put the 9th one down as well. And then I can gird this with Night Fern. Great. Fits into basically the same space, but it'll look a little better. Like a little bit more effort had been put into it, because that was exactly what happened. Second small encampment. Welcome, welcome new folk again. Oh my god, there's actually some soil up here. Very excited about the soil. There's also very excited about, in fact, probably most excited about this one. There's a swamp wheat field up here, which is going to give me the ability to get charges of grain such that I can actually upgrade my grain bags very effectively. With all of this, I now know that building another hearth is a priority for us, because I am capable of housing all these people very, very quickly. Do I really disdain mushrooms? No, they're good for making flour. They're like a good secondary resource for me to have access to. I don't need to get rid of them. Warehouse go here. Warehouse go their house. Herbalists goes next to it. Then I would need to start constructing harpy houses in order to keep everyone comfortable, safe, and happy. 1, 2. That seems like the right location for them. But they're very near the warehouse that they might not need to be near. You know, something that actually solves a lot of problems at the same time is moving this path one line further over. So now I have the ability to put harpy houses on either side here. I can also migrate up one set of... Well, I mean, after that's all created, I'll migrate up the harpies. I'll favor the harpies at the moment just so they don't start running. Please eat the biscuits. I keep collecting them so much. Oh, I keep making them. You gotta keep eating them. Ghosts of a fallen newcomer. Welcome new people, welcome new villagers found in camps and glades. Sure, as soon as that small encampment resolves, we will have this mission complete and we will be able to get ourselves another ghost chest. Hell yeah. Let's have a look at some trades we might be able to make. Got a good relationship with Elysium here as well. Can get 15 for 40 flour, but I really don't want to lose any of my flour. Smoldering City. Wow, you'll only pay me 3 for 13 leather? That's bad. That's not a good rate. I was really expecting more out of you. Okay, I have 2 trades currently going on with Aladi. I'm gonna do a 3rd trade with Aladi, and then Aladi will be level 2 in their relationship with us. So can we get a delivery of just a little bit more oil, please? Just suddenly, just a little spritz. We spritz. Because I'm not going to have 50 flour for long, is the thing about that. So, as soon as I get this oil, I can send that mission out. Where's the oil even being produced again? I keep forgetting. Here it is, the press. There it is, delivered. Population influx. Farmers can carry 5 more items. We have 2 more wildfire essences. We have 5 more people, and... best of all, we get a reputation point. 0 to 3 dangerous glades. The welcome event has been completed. I don't have enough spark dew for you at the moment, but I do have enough sea marrow. Spark dew is significantly less valuable than sea marrow though, so I want to use spark dew if I can. So I'll hold off. I don't need to resolve that immediately. If I put down a farm field, yeah, it's actually able to get all of those tiles already. So there's no need for me to continue working past this point. Let's put down the small farm there. There we go. Give ourselves a very comfortable path towards it. I'm recognizing at this point that I may actually want to just cut down the space between the two of them. I think it's definitely time for the third woodcutter's camp. Honestly, it could be time for a fourth woodcutter's camp. And it's, in fact, long past that time, and I should have realized it much earlier. Easily, we could be in that situation. I think we are. Oops. Don't tell anyone. Now that we have all of those constructed, we can claim back some harpies. Where did I want these harpies again? I knew I had a very specific location I wanted them in. Ah, yes, the rain collector, because they make twice as much. I can lead one of you in the leather worker without too much of a problem. I love having this many excess workers at a couple of times. Times like this, where I get to just suddenly see everything immediately created. First and foremost amongst them. Small farm, no vegetables, just grain, please. It's not like I have a glut of excess grain at all times. This is the kind of trade deal I'm looking for. Smoldering City, 13 meat, 1 pack of provision. You'll give me 8 amber. I'll give you 65 meat for 40 amber. Oh, baby. Wow. Another good parts trade here with Alani for another 20 back there. Good to see, good to see. We are really going to be able to just start buying out traders when they arrive, which is always very exciting to be able to do. Now, let's calm this spirit out here. That's our second glade event completed. I have not broken into enough dangerous glades, though, for the tastes of the game. Our small hearth, second small hearth rather, is not going to be able to succeed until it has a service building. Our first has got that service building and has succeeded. Yeah, let's move a harpy house up here. And then make a couple of BV houses. Then another harpy house and a human house. Harpy go there. Human go there. Beautiful. Oh, I did forget to actually decorate anything around this area. Again, I'm probably gonna rely on just girding the small farm here. So that's 7 for us. This is the 8th. And then I can just put down a garden and we'll be fine. So sure. That go there. +3 to global resolve, another +10% to global production speed. It's also, the additional hearth and leveling it up, is giving additional resistance to our main hearth against blight rot. Not that it's getting the entire way there, but that is what it's trying to do. And boom! There goes the initial resolve bomb. I can also move one more house. Ooh. Should be a human house, I think. That's fine. Honestly, as long as it sits, that'll give me the ability to get the plus 10% online. These woodcutters camps, I put them down and then I didn't stock them at all, and I feel bad about that. But it's okay, it's resolving now. And still, all those trade routes just slowly happening in the background. And you just gotta wait for the storm to begin. I'm gonna tell the ranch at this point that you can make up to 50 eggs also. And you know what? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a second ranch. I'm gonna tell both ranches that 100 is their limit now, and they should only ever make it out of grain. We don't need that many of you in here for the press, but I'm gonna tell you not to burn sea marrow, coal, or wood. We're only burning oil. Now, oil could be sacrificed to increase global production speed by 25%. I don't think that's particularly handy for me just yet. Let's start getting the purging fire created with oil rather than with wood, because I guess I am collecting more wood again now that I have all of these people on the woodcutters camps. But with the the plus 50% production from the grain, as well as that stacking upon the plus 1s from grain bags, we've got plus 3 to grain supply. We're about to get another plus 1 to it. Plus 4 to grain supply after that point. Yeah, I think at that point we just have all of these online consistently. It's going to cost us, what, 4 people? That's it. Very low cost. I definitely had enough coats to give everyone to protect everyone against cloudburst, but unfortunately Devastating Storms is active for the -20 to global resolve. This is largely because I have so many people woodcutting at the moment, so I think I can take all of you off the job. There we go. And do I need to continue past this point? I think not. How's the ghost chest going? That's literally about to be completed, so that's where I'm gonna get some of the people from the manufactory from. I mean, like, I can stock more people in the press, but they don't currently have anything worth creating. Also, at this point, I'm probably better off just using the grain directly in the press, rather than waiting for and using meat. I do get 2 more meat after it's processed through the ranch, but I could also not have to process it for 44 seconds. I can save a different resource there in time. You know, I was intending to continue this episode until we managed to finish this this settlement here. But I'm gonna note at this point that things have been hard yards, surprisingly. We're kind of on top of things, but very behind the 8 ball in terms of completing this within this hour. So I'm gonna throw this to a 3rd episode for the same settlement. I blame it on the ghosts. They are so spooky, they scared me stiff and still. But we'll be returning here to this silly settlement in the next episode. Until then, though, my name's been Rhapsody, the name of the game. has been Against the Storm. Series playlist is up in the top left. YouTube recommendation down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Arab of the Nectar. And a special thanks this episode to Willow. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.